morning, all of you. Today I am going to talk about lipid metabolism, which is your second chapter in metabolism. Okay, so before starting this chapter, let's just revise your knowledge about the lipids. So, lipids you have a separate chapter in a last year. Okay, so what are the lipids? So basically, lipids are a chemically diverse group of organic compound which are insoluble in water, but in other case means they are soluble in organic solvents like ether, chloroform, or benzene. So they are potentially related to fatty acids and utilized by a living cell. So fatty acids means they are the these fatty acids, they are amphipathic in nature. That means it is a that means one one end of that fatty acid is polar and another end is non-polar. That's why this fatty acid they are called as a amphipathic, or you can also say that the lipids they are the non-polar organic compounds. Okay, so now let's talk about lipid metabolism. So lipid metabolism is the synthesis and degradation of lipids in cells, which involving the breakdown or storage of say fats for energy. That means in lipid metabolism there is a synthesis means formation of new thing, and degradation means there is a breakdown of lipids. Okay, which taking place in the cells, that involving different breakdowns, or also a storage of fats. The purpose of this process, that is to store the energy. Okay, so the synthesis of a structural and functional lipids, such as those which are involved in the construction of a cell membrane. So there is a involvement of the means in case of lipid metabolism there is a involvement of several processes like synthesis and structural and functionally lipids. Means structural and functional lipids means those lipids which are generally involved in the construction of cell membranes. Okay, now in animal fats in animals, the fats are obtained from a food or synthesized by the liver, and that process is called as a lipogenesis. So in that means in case of animals, so lipids are the fats, you know that. Okay, so how these fats are obtained? So generally they are obtained from the food or which are synthesized by the liver. Means there is a formation of a fat which is taking place by a liver. Okay, and that liver is synthesizes a fat from a food. Okay, and that process is called as a lipogenesis. And in case of a human being, so this is about animals. Now in case of a human body, the triglycerides and cholesterol, they are the most lipids. Means these are the examples of lipids which are generally found in the human body. Okay, and other lipids which are found in the body, they are like a fatty acids and a membrane lipids. So these lipids you know very well. Okay, so in the last year you have a chapter in that we already discussed about different types of lipids and classification of that lipids. Now this lipid metabolism, it involves degradation of fatty acids. So fatty acids they have a two types. Okay, that two types, that means saturated fatty acids and unsaturated fatty acids. So there is a one basic difference between these fatty acids, like saturated fatty acid, that means there is a no double bond. Okay, and in case of unsaturated fatty acid there is a presence of double bond. Okay, so this lipid metabolism, it involves the degradation of fatty acids which are fundamental biological molecules. Okay, So these fatty acids, they are a fundamental in biological molecules, and also they are the building blocks of more structural complex lipids. So fatty acids means there is a joining of a different lipids. So जर तुमचे लिपिड्स जॉईन होत गेले, वेगवेगळे लिपिड्स, ठीक आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये बॉन्ड. सो फॅटी ॲसिडचं आपण स्ट्रक्चर बघितलेलं, त्याच्यामध्ये काय असतं, चेन असते, म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये काय असतात, हायड्रोकार्बन्स, ओके, आणि कार्बॉक्झिलिक ग्रुप प्रेझेंट असतो. मग असेच लिपिड्स जॉईन होऊन काय होतात, एक कॉम्प्लेक्स एक स्ट्रक्चर तयार होतं. दॅट मीन्स यू कॅन से देर इज अ बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक्स ऑफ अ मोर स्ट्रक्चरली कॉम्प्लेक्स लिपिड्स. लाईक फॉर एक्झाम्पल phospholipids, and also another example, that is a triglycerides. Okay, so now when metabolized thing, these fatty acids yield a large quantities of ATP. Okay, so fatty acids, we can also say it stores energy, or it is used to give energy to do some work. So this is a part of a metabolism. That means you can say that if you want to do anything, you need a energy. So in this case, fatty acids, it yields a large quantities of ATP, which is why these molecules are important energy sources. That's why these molecules, they are called they are very important in case of energy sources. So before complex lipids can be used to produce energy, they must first be hydrolytes. Okay, so if you want to prepare a fatty acids, okay, so there is a complex structure of a fatty acids, means lipids. म्हणजे तुमचे लिपिड्स बनवून काय होणार आहे, तुमचं फॅटी ॲसिड्स बनणार आहे. सो बिफोर कॉम्प्लेक्स लिपिड्स कॅन बी यूज्ड फॉर प्रोडक्शन ऑफ एनर्जी, these lipids, they must first be hydrolytes. Okay, so for hydrolyzation, this requires the activity of a hydrolytic enzyme. So any reactions that requires enzymes for what, to increase the rate of reaction. So for hydrolyze means if you want to hydrolyze your lipids, you need a one specific enzymes. Okay, and that enzyme is called as a lipase. Okay, so what is the role of this enzyme? So lipase, which is release the fatty acids from the derivatives like phospholipids. Okay, so for breakdown of so in last year we had one chapter, that is enzymes. Okay, so in that chapter I told you that is enzymes are, or this semester I don't remember, but I told you that is enzymes are very important for increase to a rate of reactions. Okay, so this lipase, they releases the fatty acids from the derivatives like phospholipids. Okay, then these fatty acids, they enter into a specific pathway. So after release of these derivatives, they enter then these fatty acids, they enter into the pathway which promotes a stepwise lipid processing. Okay, so if any metabolism process or any metabolic pathway, there is a means there is a stepwise manner. Okay, that means म्हणजे काय, रिॲक्शन होऊन जो प्रोडक्ट तुम्हाला पाहिजे तो तुम्हाला काय होतो, भेटत जातो. इन केस ऑफ अ मेटाबॉलिझम, और वॉट एवर रिझल्ट यू वॉन्ट, दॅट विल बी at the end of that pathway. Okay, so after release, or you can say so when this lipase is acts on that fatty acids or complex lipids, they release some derivatives like phospholipids, and then these fatty acids, they gonna enter into the pathway that promotes a stepwise lipid processing. Okay, so that ultimately yield acetyl CoA. So acetyl CoA, that is a critical metabolite that conveys carbon's atoms to the TCA cycle. Okay, so this TCA cycle we will discussed in some another lecture, because this is your this topic you have. When times come, I will detail tell you about what is a TCA cycle. So you can also call it as a Krebs cycle. Maybe you guys heard about this Krebs cycle or a citric acid cycle. So why these fatty acids they enter into the pathway, because they enter into the pathway for processing to be oxidized for a energy production. Okay, so if you want to produce a energy, so in case of a metabolism you need a energy. Okay, so that is the most important or basic thing about it. So एनर्जीसाठी तुम्हाला काय लागणार आहे, यू नीड any raw material, like if you want to go somewhere, that means you need a bike or bike. Okay, so petrol is the energy form of that bikes. That means if you want to prepare a energy in your, if you want to produce energy in your body, that means you have to take a food like that. Okay, so if you want to produce the energy from a lipids, that lipids first gonna be hydrolyzed. Okay, so for hydrolyzation that requires enzymes. So there is a role of that specific enzyme. So lipase is the enzyme which is used for that whole processing. Okay, so why this process is required? So if you want to oxidize, if you want to produce energy, this all everything whatever I told you, that have to be oxidized. Okay, so fatty acids is very common topic or a very common point. Okay, so which contains a hydrocarbon tail and a carboxylic group. Okay, so there is a long aliphatic tail that may be saturated and unsaturated. So I told you what is the difference between saturated fatty acids and unsaturated fatty acids, and also we discussed about different examples of fatty acids, like lauric acid which has 12 carbons, then palmitic acid which has 16 carbons, like that. Okay, so this is all about the introductory part of your lipid metabolism or a outline of your lipid synthesis. So in the next lecture we will discuss about catabolism, what actually happens in catabolism. Then there are different pathways which will be seen under this chapter. Okay, so this is all about your introduction, or you can say outline of